Alright, welcome back to match 2. We just won round 1 versus Abzan. This hand looks a little slow. We don't start ramping until turn 4, don't have any interaction, and Chandra as our only top end is a little bit conditional. We also just don't have a 4th land, so there's no guarantee we ever hit 4 for veggies, although it's likely. Um, if we knew our opponent was playing a slower deck, I would probably keep, but as is, I'm going to take my chances on 6. And the 6 seems fine. We don't have a threat. Opponent kept. We don't have a threat, but we are full of ramp. So as long as we can find a threat relatively soon. That's not it. That's not a threat. So I'm going to play Evolving Wilds and not crack it. Well, no, I'm going to crack it. It's the same percentage chance of drawing a threat because it shuffles Rattleclaw back in, but it thins us of a forest. So mathematically it's the same. I would rather draw Rattleclaw than a forest, and I would rather get the tapped land out of the way. And there's our threat right on time. Alright. This Evolving Wilds is getting a wastes. Because of possible ruin and their wake shenanigans, and because veggies is getting double red anyways. Let's see. Opponent fetches a Cinderglade. Could this be the mirror? This appears to be the mirror. Our opponent's ramping first, but we're probably ramping harder. The problem is Dragonlord Atarka is not a great trump in the mirror. Alright, wastes. Come here. Oath of Nissa is good, though. We can cast that next turn along with Explosive Veggies. Okay. And that'll hopefully get us some juicy top end. Oh wow, it is the mirror. Opponent plays a shrine. Let's do this. And they play their own pilgrimage. Better art than ours, so they're winning that game. That Rattleclaw is really helpful for them. They also have better forests. Like these are just fancier than mine. I want to see how well Ruin does in the mirror. Oh wow, that's a good one. Alright, let's start out with Oath. We probably shouldn't have started out with Oath, actually, because we don't want to shuffle back the cards that we put on bottom. We probably should have started with the card that shuffles our deck. It's a relatively minor thing, but it affects our odds. Chandra's real good, because our opponent might not be able to interact with her, and her 0 is really good. In this matchup particularly, because yeah, like certain cards just end up being dead. Her 0 is good in general, but in this matchup, we get to pitch all the ramp cards that we don't care about, and our opponent is just not good at interacting with her. Also, Sanctum if we ever draw one thing, like a World Breaker. 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Rattleclaw face down. Okay, Elvish Visionary. Well, we're definitely like that Rattleclaw means that I'm more inclined to play Tarka and get our damage in while we can. Yeah, Atarka is a better clock, harder to interact with. We can hold on to Chandra. Because Chandra will be useful later, but I want to get the most value out of Atarka's trigger possible. 6, 7, 1, 2, or 2, 2, and 1. That's fine. Rattleclaw Mystic was the morph. Alright, ship the turn. So now we're in a really good spot. Next turn we get to play World Breaker and chain it into another World Breaker. get rid of our opponent's shrine, which is very significant to slow them down. I think because we were on the play, we were able to get the best out of this game. Opponent plays Nissa into Shrine, or Oath into Shrine, but... Okay, Hedron Archive, jeez. Okay, well, we're playing Evolving Wilds no matter what. I just want to start chaining World Breakers, but the question is, do we destroy Hedron Archive or Shrine? I think we destroy Shrine because it's actually generating 3 mana effectively. The reason it's doing that is because our opponent revealed another Shrine in hand. So if we destroy this, we cut them off of the 2 mana that this Shrine makes, and the 1 extra mana that the Shrine in their hand makes. And we're going to grab a Waste just because of if we end up casting Nissa's Pilgrimages later in the game, we want to have as many forests left in our deck as possible. Okay, so World Breaker is destroying their shrine. We are using Sanctum to get another World Breaker because we can't exactly cast Ulamog yet. And we're just gonna smash them for 8. Hope they don't have any creatures, and we just kill them next turn. But they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 mana available if they play... Okay, they play a land in their hand, so that brings it up to 8 mana. Not the best for us. Ugin has to kill itself to deal with the Tarka, though. Okay, that's fine. We're just trading World Breakers, but they can't afford to sacrifice. Actually, they're just dead because we get to play Chandra. Okay. Just 6 power haste creatures going on. We attack with everything. They block the World Breaker with their World Breaker. They take 14. Yeah, they can see it. All right. Sideboarding. We want everything, basically. Just everything that's big. The World Breaker comes in. Returns are real bad. Chandra is pretty good in this matchup. Ugin is horrible in this matchup. Ulamog's great. Thought-Knot Seer I'm not sure about, and Kozilek I'm not sure about. Kozilek is probably good because if we can resolve it, it kills their stuff. Thought-Knot Seer is a great mid-game card to kind of deal with the to like strip either ramp spell or a top end card. And Dragonlord Tarka is probably not the best. It did work that game, but if we're on the draw, they'll get a chance to use all their mana creatures first. So I think we keep Atarkas in on the play, and we bring Thought-Knots in on the draw. And there we go. This hand is really good if we find a fatty. But it's the exact kind of hand we need to break the or to break serve when we're on the draw. Let's see what our opponent finds with this Oath of Nissa. Like we get to go ramp spell into ramp spell, and have 7 mana on turn 4. Oh wow, they get a Chandra. Woo! That is a card. That's a real good card. That Kozilek is extremely gassy. Oh, our opponent just has Elvish Visionary? Wow. We get to play the first ramp spell and probably play 3 ramp spells before our opponent plays their second. And we draw a World Breaker. Okay. Well, I think it's extremely unlikely that we lose this game. Not going to count my chickens before they've hatched, though. We'll just get a mountain on the battlefield, and then next turn we can play Ruin plus Rattleclaw. And the following turn we can play Worldbreaker. The second Ruin probably gets another Wastes for Kozilek, just in case. But this is a really solid draw for us. Oh wow, that's just a Rattleclaw Mystic. 6 turn they go land, and they have 6 mana, but we could Worldbreaker them before they get to 7. We're getting another Wastes because we have this Rattleclaw Mystic for the second red if we draw Chandra. And come on, don't have anything. Please don't have anything. If they don't have anything, we just start world breaking them out of the game. If they have things, we still kind of get to world break them out of the game, but it's harder. Because they can like play ramp spells to make multiple mana a turn, and World Breaker only sets them back 1. Oh, they have that Chandra, so they're probably playing that this turn. I forgot about that. That was revealed to Othanissa. So they're jamming that Chandra, probably not -1ing. Like if they -1, we're fine. They're either gonna 0 or +1 and try to kill us. They're +1ing and trying to kill us. Okay. So we're taking 7. We get to blow up the Cinderglade, and then they only have 4 mana next turn. They probably want to attack with the Elvish Visionary too, I would imagine, but weird. Anyways. Oh wow. That Ulamog's good. If we draw lands. And or ramp spells. Alright, kill Cinderglade. Make a blocker, say go. Chandra's +1 is not as good, so they might start zeroing to find more action. Even if they play land, they're only on 5 mana this turn, which is solid for us. Especially because, yeah, okay, so they zeroed, discarded Conduit, Atarka, Ulamog, Forest. Wow. That's a good hand, but doesn't do much when you're only on 4 or 5 mana. So, it's a good play by our opponent. Not that they really had any others. Shrine of the Forsaken Gods is good. If they play that, I'm definitely killing it. With the second World Breaker. Yep, alright. What are they playing now? Rattleclaw Mystic. Okay. Please can I draw my own Chandra? I will -2, and then I will kill their Chandra with my World Breaker and be way ahead. World Breaker's fine, I guess. Gets to kill their shrine, but they're doing a very solid job of staying in it. Oh, Sanctum's strong. Sure. World Break your shrine. Sacrifice Sanctum of Ugin to go get, I think, Conduit of Ruin? Because it makes us mana and it stops the World Breaker cycle, and it's a little slow, but I think Conduit is necessary at this point. Because I think it generates 2 mana. We can't really cast it though. But we have enough World Breakers. Do we? I mean, we just keep grinding out advantage if we kill their lands. The Chandra keeps zeroing. I don't know. Let me think. So 4, 5, 6. They get 7 mana next turn, even if they destroy the shrine, because they play another shrine. But then the following turn, if I destroy that shrine, they only get 6. So, but if Chandra drew them into some ramp spells, they can play those. This is a difficult decision. He's definitely not the Ulamog. He's definitely not the Thought-Knot Seers. Because, like, Chandra Zero makes Thought-Knot Seer taking one card not that great, because even if I leave them with no gas, they can always turn that into gas. The safe play is just to grab World Breakers and try to break them out of the game. Doesn't seem great with Chandra because she can find them more gas. I think I need to go for the kill with Kozilek or Ulamog. We're going to attack Chandra, force them to block with this Elvish Visionary. Yeah. Should have attacked the Rattleclaw Mystic. Well, no. I don't want to attack with the Rattleclaw Mystic. I want to cast these fatties. Like, trading this Mystic for their morph is questionable enough that it's better to not offer it. Because, like, they have more relevant information if the trade is good for them or not than I do. So, like, it's giving them the option is not great. What did they discard? Rattleclaw, Mountain, Foothills, Ugin. They just concede because they didn't draw anything good, and I have the World Breakers. Okay, seems fine with me. All right, wow. So we're 2-0. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next match.